Good morning, YouTube. Sorry about that. I am a little late today. I got distracted on posting stuff, and then YouTube retweeted one of my tweets yesterday, so I was looking at that, and I was like, oh my god. So, good morning, guys. My name is Nicola Dickens. This is Free My Cure. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel, whichever the case may be. We're still an angel. My pillow says so. So, I am actually looking for other pillows that say stuff, so we can do different things with different pillows, just to have a little bit of fun. Give me a moment while I share this feed out to the world. I am so happy to be here with you guys today. You don't even know. It has been an interesting day. I went to bed early last night. I went to bed at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon because I had a bad headache. Hey Ken, how you doing, darling? Weedy mate, that's right. We are the Weedy family here on YouTube. So I went to bed early last night because I was getting a bit of a headache. I went to bed at like 5 o'clock. And then I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning like normal. And I'm like, okay, at least the headache's gone. But I slept. I was like, oh my god, I overslept. So, yeah, let's get this going. Let me share this out to the world, and we will move on with this. Today, we are reviewing San Francisco Valley OG, which you guys know I love my OGs. I love, absolutely love, 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 love. Sorry. I cannot multitask to save my life. I just have to, like, accept that and not do it because I, like, lose what it is I'm saying when I try to do two things at one time. I don't know why, but I do. Fun stuff. So, today we're talking about San Francisco Valley OG. Yesterday we did Mojave Valley OG. So this one is more of a sativa base. Yesterday was more of an indica base. So we are just going to move right along with these reviews and have a good time. So guys, don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button to join the Wheaties family. That's what we do around here. That's what we love. We like to review the weed, talk about it, how is it helping us, is it helping us, what's going on type of a thing, and the wind is really picking up. So let's go ahead and get this onto Instagram and move forward. Holy shit, the wind is picking up. However, I mean, at least it's not like a super hot wind, it's a cooler wind, so that I'm happy for. However, let's do this. So I have the San Francisco Valley OG right here. This is a mini slab, which means there is 3.5 grams of cannabis in this mini slab that we are opening up. Again, with these mini slabs, if you can put them in the freezer for a little while and then scrape them into a dab container, it works so much better. So, just so you guys know, I will be doing that today. Also, just so you guys know, I will be doing a video today on Facebook. We are going to make the marijuana group's gummy peach gummies today. So don't forget to watch that on Facebook. I will upload it to YouTube when I'm done. And then today is Wednesday, so we have my other channel to work on today. We have our Huskies and Malamutes to talk about and work with. So that is the day. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. Oh, I love simple, easy, fun days, especially when I can get online like I'm supposed to. So, Dr. Pepper Power, you know it, my friend. So let's heat this banger up and let's do it. Ken is here, yay! Who else is here? Don't be shy. Say something. What time? Right at noon. I am going to be doing the gummies at noon today. So right after I'm done with this video, I will process it and then move into my Love Your Husky posts because we do have a fun video for the Huskies today, for the dogs. We are going to be taste testing different fruits and vegetables that are healthy for dogs, that's not going to hurt them. And see how they like it. See if they do like it. See how they do with it. So they have their own little table set up in there to have their own little restaurant style taste testing today. So it should be fun, I think. I hope. Hopefully the dogs cooperate this time, unlike last time, but we shall see. Hey, Christy, how you doing, sweetie? Yay, it is so good to see you guys. I love spending my morning with you guys. So I absolutely adore being able to put up a second channel, being able to put up more videos. I want to incorporate more of my social media, so I go live on Instagram when I go on YouTube. So I am going to upload the marijuana group's peach gummies today. And we are actually going to infuse those peach gummies with concentrate instead of flour. So this should be interesting. So basically I'm probably going to have to do it in a couple different sets because I have to infuse the vegetable glycerin first, and that takes about 30 minutes, and nobody's going to want to sit there and watch this go for 30 minutes. So, woo-hoo! That should be good and warm. So the San Francisco Valley OG looks more to me like a terp butter or a sugar butter. I'll show it to you before we do it. There's a beautiful dab there. Nummy, nummy, nummies. Whoops. Hold my little pillow. Doo-doo. So let's taste it and see how she is. So this is actually a 70-30 sativa hybrid. I also brought out this really cool little patient handbook from Debbie's. I sat down and read this yesterday, and I'm going to share a couple of the sayings in there with you guys because it is very, well, not sayings, but some of the things that they talk about because it's actually very, very good information. And this has been one of the best patient handbooks I have actually seen. So, cheers, guys. Fuck cancer. The wind is fun, but it is starting to blow a little too much. Really? Hate when that happens. So my oil here, it sits too low now. So when you sit it onto the table, it falls out. I don't know why. It doesn't break, thank God, but it is a very odd little way to do things. And we do have a little bit of concentrate left in there, so let's heat this up and finish it off. I hope everybody's having a great day. This is going to be a busy day for me. So that was more of a low temperature dab. That's why there's still so much dab left in the banger. So now I just basically want to make sure it gets cleaned out so that when I do the second dab, I can do it more of a hot and hurtful and we can go to town. So the taste on this is absolutely amazing. It has a citrusy, sweet, berry, herbal flavor. It has a little bit of that spice, so it is going to burn your throat, but it's not bad like some of the strains that we've had that I'm like, so it's not bad. It is very windy out here today, and what's weird about my house is, and I'll put a video up, I'll do a video of my front garden and show you guys, but this is like a little alcove here, so I have walls on all sides of me except here. So the wind swirls in here, and when it does it, it'll actually pick stuff up and throw it. So I have actually had to pull a video or stop a video because this board here wasn't as stable as what it is now, and it picked the board up and it threw the board at me. So now it's actually very, very stable. It is stuck in place so that can't happen again. But yeah, I mean, this has been a learning experience on a set for me, simply because it changes every day. There are some days it's really, really chilly, and other days that it's really, really hot. There are some days that we have good wind, and there's some days we have like that sauna heat wind, which sucks, let me tell you. When you walk out of your nice air-conditioned house in Arizona and you get hit with a blow dryer heat when you walk out your front door, you don't want to walk out anymore. It sucks. So, today we are talking about San Francisco Valley OG. It is a 70-30 sativa hybrid. It comes from the infamous Cali Connection Farms. So they have always bred a lot of really, really potent strains. They normally have good THC levels. This one is a 17 to 22% THC level with a 1% CBD and a 1% CBN. So this is CBN. So this all is encompassing. It's going to help with depression. It's going to help with mood swings. It's going to help with all of these things. So the high is one of almost an immediate onset of relaxation and its sedative effects that leave you feeling moderately couch-locked with light pressure in the mind and body. That is pain relieving, accompanied by a feeling of elevated and euphoria. That is kind of true. You will get a burst of energy part of the way through this. So when you smoked about 15 minutes prior, you'll start really feeling that, oh, I can get up and do something, or that creative energy, or it's really a nice, mild creative energy. So if you're one of these people like me that doesn't do well with the sativa strains, this strain is amazing for you. Because it doesn't hit you really, really hard. It doesn't make your heartbeat out of control. I mean, it doesn't do any of those things. So it is a great sativa for people like me that have a hard time with pure sativa strains. So the effects of this are created euphoria, focused, happy, and relaxing. Medicinally to treat ADD, ADHD, anxiety, chronic pain, depression, hyperactivity, inflammation, insomnia, migraines, mood swings, muscle spasms, nausea, pain, and stress. So this one encompasses a bunch of different stuff. So it is amazing. This one I also did find out, or figured out, that it does actually help with a little bit of blood sugar. And by that, I mean my husband was kind of crashing yesterday. His blood sugar had dropped a little bit. He had done a dab, and it brought him into thinking, hey, I need to check my blood sugar because I think I'm low. When we did check his blood sugar, he was at a blood sugar of 50. So he was very low. He will go down to actually about a 26 is where I've actually seen the lowest that he's been. And he's conscious. He walks, he talks, he moves around. He has become so accustomed to crashing because of the way his system is, that cannabis has really been a godsend for him because it tunes him into knowing that he's crashing. So that's one of the really cool things about this particular strain. When he smokes this strain, he actually will come to me before I go to him, and he'll say, hey, I think I'm crashing, or I think I'm low, or whatever. And so it works out really, really well. So this one I would actually really suggest for diabetics because it is amazing. And it really does help with some of the stuff that is going on, and it helps bring them consciously into that crashing mode to be able to say to themselves, hey, I think I need some sugar right now. I think something's going on. I think my blood sugar is really low, because there's a lot of times that when somebody's blood sugar is really low, they will sit in their chair and fall asleep and nobody knows. So it's really tough to see. There's other times that when a diabetic starts crashing, they get angry, extremely angry, and they will lash out at anybody that is around them and that is trying to help them. It is not their fault. They're not doing this on purpose. What is going on is their brain has slowed down because it doesn't have the sugar to help metastasize all of this stuff that's going through their body, and they're dying essentially. When your body dumps your sugar like a diabetic would do, they're basically on the beginning parts of passing away, of dying, and that's why that happens. So most of the time, they'll pass out. They'll get extremely angry, and then they'll pass out. There are other, things. So as somebody who helps a diabetic, I have to know those things to look for. So I can say, if we're having a conversation, please go away. and we're having a conversation, and I start seeing that he's getting more aggressive, or the anger is getting higher, I can say, hey, test your blood sugar and see where you're at. There are times that his blood sugar is high and he's just angry. He's a redhead. It's how it works. So it's just one of those things. This also really, really helps with that. Because he's a redhead, his fuse is always lit, and it's really, really short. So many things will set him off. So this I've noticed really, really helps, because it used to be he used alcohol to help numb his body and to help numb some of that pain that he has. And we found that alcohol was, oh my God, we would fight. The fights were so, so bad. The alcohol was just a contributor to all of this stuff. So when he started using cannabis with me, he stopped drinking altogether. So it really, really helped with that anger issue, I guess. So, because, nobody is the easiest person to live with, or, I don't think I am necessarily the easiest person to live with. I put a lot of things online. So that's something that a lot of people don't like. I share my world and my life with all of you guys because I want to show you that there is a way of having a life after cancer 4 times, or after a couple of suicide attempts, because I do have the depression issue. When you're sick all the time, there are days you don't want to wake up. There are days you just want it to stop. And those are hard. Those are really hard days. You get, those demons come up, and how you fight those demons is a testament to who you are. So when those demons come up in me, I start smoking to help numb some of that. Because I have had, don't get me wrong, I've had an amazing life. Oh my God, I have so many stories to tell you about so many things, and we're going to get into those story times because I think they're so much fun to have. Let's talk about, the fact that I've been pulled over 5 times and I've never gotten a ticket in my life. My husband's always like, yeah, it's because you have boobs. And I'm like, okay, well, you can't see them. I dress like this, so this is how I normally dress. So it's not like I'm showing everybody everything in my body. So I don't think so, but I'm going to let you decide. So my first time I ever got pulled over, I was 16, and what it was is I wasn't speeding. I had cruised through, I had done a California stop through a stop sign, and I was driving my aunt's Fiero. At the time, bright red, so you know that you're going to get caught. So the cop pulls me over, and he comes up to, the side window. He's like, license and registration? And he's like, do you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, no, sir, I don't. And he's like, well, you just, blew through that stop sign and, did a California stop there. And I said, yeah, I know that. I just didn't want to tell you something you already knew. And he started laughing. He's like, oh my God, I've never heard that before. So he let me go. I'm like, so, make your cop laugh. You might be in good shape. Second time I got pulled over. Again, I was 16. There is no way in hell I had been speeding. No way. So I was in Phoenix, and I had just stopped on 15th Avenue and Northern, and I was taking a left onto 15th Avenue. If you've ever been in Arizona or Phoenix, you know that it is a short street. It is a very residential street in that area, and the speed limit's like 25. Well, I was driving a stick shift, it was a 93, no, an 83 Mercury Lynx, or an 84 Mercury Lynx at the time. And it's a stick shift. So I had probably, or let's reverse this. I had made the left-hand turn onto 15th Avenue. 3 houses down, there was this wall of trees, or of oleander bushes, and the cop was sitting behind there. That's entrapment. You can't sit behind something and pull somebody over. You can only give them a warning. So he gave me a ticket. I was devastated, absolutely devastated. I went home. I'm like, Dad, I got a dang it, I'm sorry. You know, bawling my eyes out because my dad, he was a Navy SEAL. He was very, very intimidating. Very intimidating. There are times that I would be late coming home from school or from a date, and he would short sheet my bed just to fuck with me because he thought it was funny. I'm like, that's rude, because you go to get in it and you can't, and you're like, I mean, you gotta pull your entire bed apart, and then remake it in order to get in. It's a pain in the ass. It sucks. So, I drove my dad down to where I got the ticket. I told my dad, the speedometer said I was going 20. I hadn't even shifted out of third gear or into third gear. So there's no way in hell I was only going 20. So my dad, we had swapped places in the car, and he is now doing a simulation of what I did. Well, let me tell you, my dad also owned a very, very well-known mechanic shop here in town. So he tried to go the speed that it said on my ticket, and he couldn't do it. He could not get into third gear in time. He's like, you would have had to really been punching this bitch to do it. So my dad went out and he sent an investigator out. They did all these pictures and all this other stuff. And the day we went to court, the cop actually showed up. I was shocked. And we went to court, and that lady, she was the judge. She was amazing. I loved her. But the ticket got reversed. The cop actually got reprimanded and was told, you can't, that's entrapment, you can't sit, you have to show something, a tire, something, you have to. That is the law, you know the law, blah, blah, blah. So I got out of that ticket. That was the hardest one. That was the only one that actually made me cry. So the third time I got pulled over, I was actually, what was I? I was driving a Tahoe. That's what I was driving. And the cop pulled me over. And I was having a really, really messed up day. My kids were, oh my God, my kids, I don't even know what they were doing. I don't even remember what they were doing, but they had gotten in trouble at school. I mean, I was just having a horrible day. And the cop comes up to the driver's side window, and he's like, do you know what you did? And I'm like, yeah, and I mean, I just spilled everything. I mean, I tell him about my sons. I'm just bawling my eyes out at this point in time. And the cop actually said, well, ma'am, just slow down, okay? And are you okay to drive? Should we call somebody? And I mean, I got out of the ticket altogether. He didn't even give me a warning. So, and that one was completely, I mean, it was a bad day. So I just bawled my eyes out. The fourth time I got pulled over, oh my God, I had already been crying. I had to go back to the hospital in Tempe. My mom had been in a coma for a month, and it was time to shut her off. She wasn't getting any better. She wasn't going to make it. So instead of torturing her, my mom did have a DNR, and she said, if you guys get to the point where you really can't save me, don't. Let me go. I do not want to be kept in a coma. So my brother called me, and I was here at the house, and it was a 2.5 hour drive to get to where I needed to be. And so I'm bawling my eyes out because now I know I have to go kill my mom. And that's how I took it, is that it wasn't that I had to go shut her off. It was I had to go kill my mom. I had to make that decision, and I had to watch it, and I had to kill her. So I get pulled over on Grand Avenue. And, oh my God, I had doubled the speed limit at least, if not tripled it. I was hauling ass. And I was driving at the time a Murano, a 2013 Murano. Let's see here. I need one of those too, Ken. The spa pedicure treatments. You and me both. That's why the suckies are on. I'm too damn young. I am actually going to be 45 years old next month. Oh my God. T, hi. Recalling your life is difficult to do. It is, but oh my God, it is. It is a lot of fun sometimes sitting back. And this story, as sad as it is, actually really gets funny. The cop comes up to the window. At this point in time, I am bawling my eyes out. And he's like, where are you going? I'm like, I have to go kill my mom. And that's what I tell the cop. And the cop pulled his gun on me. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, I have to kill her. It is not. I'm not happy about it. I'm sad. And I thought I would feel better turning her off and making her better. And oh my God. And the cop has his gun drawn and I'm bawling my eyes out. And he's like, okay, ma'am, I don't understand what you mean by you're going to go kill your mom. I'm like, she's on life support. And the doctor, my brother just called, the doctors just talked to him and da-da-da-da-da. And so the cop puts his gun away. And he gets me out of the car. And he walks me behind the car and gets me over to the side. I start vomiting at that point in time because I was actually going through chemo at the time, except I wasn't doing IV chemo. I was doing a new one. It was suppositories. You had to stick those up your hoo-ha. And yeah, that fucking sucked. Oh my God, thank God that was over. I did not handle that well, and I did not do that for very long. But yeah, so I started throwing up on the side of the road. And the cop's like, where are you going? What hospital? Da-da-da-da. Goes through all of that with me. And he gave me a full lit escort to Tempe, to my mom. So he drove the entire way. I was so amazed. And I followed him. He's like, you just follow me. You stay with me. And it's all good. So I did. And it was amazing. And I was like, holy shit. But I think it was that he felt bad for pulling his gun on me, and he wanted to make sure that I was actually going to the hospital. So I think it was kind of a number of things that he followed, and he did that, or that he took me there, and I had to follow him. So, but it was amazing. He was so nice after the fact. He actually had bought me a soda out of the machine and brought it to me in the room. He's like, I'm really sorry for pulling my weapon on you. Don't worry about a ticket. I'm not going to give you one. But, you know, I had to make sure that you're not lying to me. A lot of people lie to get out of stuff. I'm like, yeah, I get it. So I don't know, it was very, very interesting. And a lot of, you know, I don't know, it was oddly a lot of fun to be able to follow a police car like that. Because, you know, we did go over the speed limit. I mean, not a lot, but we did go a little bit over the speed limit, and he did make sure I didn't have to stop in traffic, and it was amazing. And I was like, holy shit, do you guys actually do this? Wow. So my English Bulldog Annie Mae is watching me. That is so cute. You got to send me a picture of her. I love dogs. Oh my God. I love them so much. Vegas, Chris. Oh my God, yes. Vegas, Chris Angel. I have those stories too. How do you know that? How do you know I have stories like that? I do actually have stories with Chris Angel. He has called me on my birthday before to wish me a happy birthday, which is actually really kind of cool. I absolutely love the man. He is amazing. I don't know who he sold his soul to be able to be such an amazing magician, but holy shit. He is amazing. I love him. Chris Angel was amazing. I used to watch his TV show. I have actually been to Vegas and met him. He was the nicest guy I've ever met in my life. So yeah, great guy. Amazing guy. He gave my youngest son a deck of playing cards. I can't remember what he gave my oldest son, a t-shirt or something. But yeah, great person. I love that your English Bulldog anime is watching me. That is so cute. So let's do our second dab, since I have just been blabbering away at the mouth, just to give you some funny stories. The last time I got pulled over happened to have been in Wittmann, Arizona. Amazingly enough, my registration had just expired. And the cop's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And I'm like, no, I was going the speed speed limit. And he's like, you were going 5 over the speed limit. I'm like, that's the speed limit, really? I know you guys go 5 over. I know all of you guys. Well, the guy was cool. The cop was cool. He actually had pulled over my son at one point in time. Sadly, let my son go as well. Told us both to slow the fuck down. He even let me go on the registration because I promised I was going to go pay that registration right now. Because I actually got out of the car and went and looked because I'm like, no way. I bought my car with tax money, so it couldn't have been until after April 15th. So there's no way my registration, because I honestly believe that my registration wouldn't expire till May. And I went behind the car and I'm looking and it expired in February. I was like, oh shit, my bad. So yeah, those are the times that I've been pulled over. I've never had a ticket. I don't know. I've made cops laugh. But I also have many cop friends. So I think police officers are amazing. I think that they are underappreciated by so many people. They do such an amazing job, and they're there to protect us. The cops have been around here a lot lately because I think somebody went missing, but I'm not 100% sure. And they have just been nice. They've been very sweet. So, I mean, I've never really had a problem with any type of police officer personally, but I honestly don't want to. Yes, Vegas. Oh my God. I would absolutely love to get a Vegas sponsor and go out there a couple times and do some stuff with them. I would absolutely adore being able to go out there. They have one of the largest dispensaries. I am dying to see it. So, yeah, I'm looking for some sponsors that we can do some trips with and have some fun. So, if you guys know of anybody, send them my way. I want to show you guys the world. So, let's do this. Not only that, I need to fight this agoraphobia as much as possible. I can't let it take my life. So, I mean, I'm getting a little bit better, but it's still hard. It is still really hard to walk out that door. And it's so stupid. It is so stupid. It drives me insane that door has that much power. And I'm like, ooh. But I am trying to take that power back. Hopefully I'll be able to do that here soon. Well, probably not real soon, but I'm working on it. I think we all need a Vegas trip. We should all plan one and go. We can all do it together. It is so hard to judge this banger out here because I can't see if it's getting red or not. And I keep talking to you guys, so every time I turn my head, I take the fire with it, like a dork. Sorry, I told you guys, I can't multitask. I am not good at multitasking. Lydia, good morning, my dear. Maybe later on this year. Yeah, well, remember, I start surgeries next month, and I have no idea how that augmentation is going to do. I don't know how long I'm going to be down for. I don't know anything yet. So, because this particular surgery is not done every day. It is not, I mean, I believe my doctor says he's done it a handful of times, so really kind of scared. So, and I don't really know what all the downtimes are going to be. So I will still be going live for you guys. I'm going to show you guys all the way through that surgery. So you guys are going to know just as much as I do. So as always, guys, fuck cancer. Oh, I love my new chair. The wind is insane. So good. So guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Woo. Don't forget to subscribe to join the Wheaties family. That's what we're here for. That's what we do. I'm going to hit every dispensary here in Phoenix to show you guys what their products are like. That is my goal over the next 6 months, is to hit every dispensary in Arizona. So that's what we're going to do, and that's what we're going to have fun at. But I might have to hit Debbie's dispensary one more time, but because, oh my God, this Mojave cannabis is so good. They got this shit on tight. They're fire. So this is what I wanted. So Debbie's dispensary, when you go in, it is a beautiful dispensary, by the way, guys. Debbie's, you guys there, you're amazing. Your bud tenders, mwah. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then the patient handbook, I am going to have to tell you, it is the best one that I have read, and I have read many. So thank you, Debbie's dispensary, and now Harvest, because Debbie's is turning into Harvest. So thank you. It is amazing. One of the things that this does go through, it goes through general cannabis information. It goes through different types of cannabis, the sativa, indica, the hybrids, kief, hashish, cannabis extracts and concentrates, and it gives you kind of a definition of all of these. Hash oil, edibles, cannabis oil, cannabis butter, tinctures, spray, cannabis topicals. Then there's methods of administration and consumption, whether eating it, tinctures, however you're doing it, dabbing, vaporizer. It gives you a whole bunch of different things of how to do it and what it's like. It'll also give you the benefits of medical marijuana, which is what I wanted to read to you guys because I love that they put this in here. So Proposition 203 was passed in the state of Arizona in November 2010. This state proposition allows the use of marijuana for medical purposes. Other adjacent states allow the use of medical marijuana for any illness if a patient receives a recommendation from a licensed physician. Arizona, however, has a very strict guideline for the use of medical marijuana. Medical marijuana may only be currently utilized for management of the following ailments if a patient has a valid and registered state medical marijuana card. So number 1 is cancer. That's what I have my card for. Number 2 is glaucoma. Number 3 is human immunodeficiency virus infections, or HIV, acquired immune syndrome, or AIDS, hepatitis C. I know, those make me cry too, huh? I know they do. It's sad when people have these types of illnesses, huh, Bubba? It is sad, I know. It makes me want to cry too. It's sad. Well, why are you crying? Yeah, your show is next. It's next, not this time. I know, you want your show, huh? You have something to say? Do you have something to say? What? Well, tell me. ALS, Crohn's disease, agitation of Alzheimer's disease, and post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. If a chronic debilitating disease or medical condition or treatment for a chronic or debilitating disease or medical condition causes any of the following. I don't even know what that word is. Or wasting syndrome, severe and chronic pain, severe nausea, seizures including epilepsy, characteristics, severe persistent muscle spasms, including those characteristics of multiple sclerosis, a debilitating medical condition or treatment approved by the department under the ARS code, and I'm not going to read that because it is really long. The patient must stay aware that the use of marijuana for medical purposes is only approved at the state level and not the federal level at this time. The Drug Enforcement Agency and Food and Drug Administration do not recognize any medical value to marijuana at this time. Federal law will always trump state law regarding this matter. A patient must understand that there are legal risks to utilizing medical marijuana because of the active federal ban against the product. Now, remember that was written probably several years ago because Debbie's is being taken over by Harvest. However, it is a very good, valid statement that they have there. The reason that I say that is a very valid statement is because if you have any type of chronic pain or debilitating disease, you do qualify under the ARS code for the state of Arizona. The state of Arizona does not recognize recreational cannabis at this time, but I'm sure that that's coming simply because I mean, this was written several years ago, so those laws have changed. We did just have a hearing. Concentrates are no longer banned, and they were for some reason because it wasn't itemized in the law the way that it was written previous to this. So there's the spiel. Yes, one day at a time. Yeah, but a Vegas trip would be absolutely amazing. I would enjoy that. That would be so much fun. And then if a lot of you guys went and I got to meet you, that would be so much fun too. However, yeah, I believe VidCon is going on right now. And I don't do stuff like that because there's too many people. So we're going to do one last dab of this because I have a hell of a day to finish up with. I hope to see some of you guys on the next video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up sign. Don't forget to hit that subscribe sign to join the Wheaties family. We're going to do one last dab and then we are out of here because the dogs are ready to do their taste testing. They're like, I know my table's in there and I know what we're doing, so come on. What you doing, Papa? He's such a diva, let me tell ya. So, how is everybody? What are you guys gonna do today? Anything fun? Oh, I can't wait to do the gummies. They're going to be so strong because I'm going to use a whole gram of concentrate and I think it's 8 gummies. So they're going to be nice and strong. They're going to be mwah. And we are going to get, that is going to be a nice treat. And then I'm thinking that right before surgery, I'm going to make some more. And I have 2 trays now from the marijuana company. The marijuana group. So I'm like, I can't remember the name. So I'm going to make some more gummies right before surgery next month. So that way, if I have any issues smoking or it's hurting, I can do edibles on top of that. For those of you guys that are having really bad pains in the cannabis, just smoking the cannabis doesn't really help. If you move to a little bit of if you move to an edible, you will find that it will help a lot more. Love, peace, and soul in John Cornelius. I need to bring my glasses out. Who is John Cornelius? Whoops, my bad. I don't know that phrase. Oh my god, it was so awesome, guys. Holy crap. So, we talk about Letterkenny on this channel on occasion, and I got to use a Letterkenny saying for the first time. Not my pig, not my farm. So, I was so excited. I'm like, I got to say it. And I mean, I was able to come up with it on fast, and I'm not good at that. I am like, not good at that. Every now and again, I can come up with a good punchline or something like that, and I can make it funny, but no. I have funny memories, but yeah, I was able, not my pig, not my farm, go make it right. Have you ever watched the show Soul Train? Many years ago. I've never watched, let me see. When I was a kid, I've never watched reruns of Soul Train, so, and it was only on, I think, for a couple of years after when I was old enough to know what Soul Train was. But for my dad was really weird. He was very, very protective. I wasn't allowed to watch like MTV when I was growing up because my dad thought it would corrupt me. So Yeah, I didn't get to watch like MTV and stuff when I was growing up. I got to sneak it, so it was very few and far between that I got to watch them. Sometimes, I mean, the music was great, but I didn't get to watch. My dad was funny. I didn't get to watch MTV. I didn't get to watch VH1. I didn't get to watch any of the movie channels until I was 14 years old. And then when I lived with my mom, well, I was about 15 years old before I could watch the movie channels. But when I lived with my mom, we didn't have a TV for many, many years. So it was when I went over to my friends' houses or whatever that we got to watch TV. So we read books. Mom would read us books, or I would read a book or whatever, but we didn't get that TV privilege. My mom was a radio DJ, and we moved every 6 months, and she just didn't see the point of TV, which kind of sucked, actually. Don Cornelius was the host. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't watch enough of it to know. I don't know. I had very odd parents. My mom was a hippie and a DJ, and she did stuff with a lot of famous morning shows, but I don't remember any of them. We used to help her film her commercials way back in the day. That was my brother's and my favorite thing. And then when we were done, we'd go down and play in the mountains. We'd try to catch snakes. So I got bit. I've been bit by like 12 snakes. And then we owned a snake, Sesame. So yeah, we were very odd people. When we lived in Idaho, one of my favorite places in the world is, we call it the Broken Bridge. And my brother and I, we would take off for hours, and we would climb that mountain and go check it out and explore and have so much fun. And we would be gone from sun up to sundown, just because we enjoyed the hell out of that. That was our thing. Yeah, we were all ordinary people at one point. I don't know. I kind of like being the misfit. I kind of like being the weirdo, the freak. I like being different. So I'm okay with that. I don't mind it. That's why I wear the ears, because I'm okay with having a memory of my dogs every day. When I do my show, because that's what started the whole thing. Is oddly enough, is I wanted to do a show with all of the dogs because I had 3 of them, and my girls were stolen, so I was never able to do that. And I ended up coming up with Free My Cure, and I love Free My Cure. I'm doing it for 2 years. It's been awesome, and I'm gonna be doing it for more, a lot more. So let's do this. Fuck cannabis, or fuck cancer. Fuck depression. Fuck anxiety. We love cannabis. Oh, they're so good. I'll tell you what, the flavor is awesome. Oh, so good, so good. So good. So this one, when I started out this morning, I was at a pain level of about 8. It wasn't real bad. It was a lot better than yesterday, going to bed with that migraine. Migraine gone, by the way. My anxiety was a little bit high. It was about an 8 as well. I always am when I have to come out that door, and a lot of times it's just the fear of that door, that agoraphobia kicking in, and me having to say, no, I can do this, and no, I will do this, type of anxiety. So, well, the wind is getting me. So I'm going to have to say that my pain level now is probably at about 6. It'll probably drop a little bit more too, because I haven't really processed that 3rd dab yet. So I want to say that my pain level now is about a 6. My anxiety level also dropped significantly, probably at about a 5. It has gone down. I am much more confident, or comfortable and relaxed not shaky, so that is really nice. It'll be easier to go in and out the door when I'm putting things away, which really does help. So this is kind of my my daily challenge every day, I guess, is making sure that I come out that door and doing a video for you guys no matter what. And so that's what I do. So that's what I love to do, let me tell you. So thank you guys for watching. As always, I love you. I love you all. And I will see you guys back tomorrow with yet another review. Don't forget that we will be doing another channel, Raffi and Tigger Show, after this. And then at noon, I will be making the peach gummies, the peach gummy leaves. So, hope to see you guys there. Bye, guys.